We are the students from Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technology. We would like to present our project title Automation of Aerator and Feeder for Inland Aquaculture. The I2Create competition held which is every year in University, Malaysia, Perlis. My team members are Satya Devi and Lokesh, and our project is guided by Mr. A.P. Rosario. Would like to share a product cost of 19,500. Shrimps are cultivated 2 seasons, each consisting of 120 days. 1 square meter of pond usually has 5 prawns. In order to increase the profit, farmers increase the stocking density 15 prawns per square meter. So every acre has 15 prawns, increasing the oxygen demand. Day-to-day expensive, which includes feed cost, aerator cost and daily wages, and comes to rupees 8,000 per acre. For a season, the total expenditure comes 12 lakhs. If shrimps goes without any problem, the customer get the profit of rupees 24 lakhs, which includes 6% export subsidy. If the cultivation is unsuccessful, the entire expenditure will return to loss. So intend to sell a rupees 19,500, which is not even 1/100 of the profit earned. This will make a more reachable to farmers. This price is point of 19,000 was finalized price on production cost, marketing and launch cost, and sales and service and maintenance cost. Pudukkottai is one of the most shrimp farm in India and reached out this place the demonstration of the project. And here you can see the farm technician weighing out the shrimps from a pond. Here we used the hardware microcontrollers, aerator, feeder, temperature sensor, DO sensor, transmitter and receiver. In fish farming, aeration is literally of vital importance. In addition to food, the fish needed oxygen that is supplied in the form of aerator to the water. DO sensor connected to the microcontroller. When dissolved oxygen state approaches the tolerance limit, the sensor will send a signal to microcontroller to power on the aerator. Temperature sensor also connected to the device to measure the water temperature. Aeration removes the chemicals such as ammonia, chlorine, carbon dioxide, methane, hydrogen, sulfide, ion and manganese, which affect the pond in aquaculture. The main purpose of aerator is providing oxygen and mixing to disappear through the pond. An automatic feeder is an automatic feeding system whereby digital controls and can set time and quantity of feed. This device placed on the shrimp pond and you can notice on the status of the blink of LED. Here now fetches the status of various parameters or exports to check monitor the pond by the owner of the farm. This is the circuit diagram of aerator. From the above circuit diagram, we can see the connections of aerator process. Here the sensors are used dissolved oxygen sensor and temperature sensor, where the sensor VCC and GND are connected to power supply and the data pin of dissolved oxygen sensor is connected to any one of the analog input pins and temperature sensor is connected to any one of the digital pins. LCD display is connected to the respective pins of microcontroller. The motor drive's enable pin is connected to any one of the PWM pins. In1 and in2 of motor driver is connected to any one of the digital pins. The out1 pins of motor driver is connected to the motor. This is the circuit diagram of feeder. From the circuit diagram, we can see the connections of feeder process. In this process, the devices are used microcontroller, motor driver and motor. The motor driver is connected with the required power supply. The enable pin of motor driver is connected to any one of the PWM pins of microcontroller, which is used to control the speed of the motor. In1 and in2 pins of motor driver is given to any one of the digital pins, which is used to run the motor in required direction. The out1 pins of motor driver is connected to the feeder motor. These are the readings taken from the hardware. The parameters such as DO, temperature in the water, is sensed with the use of the respective sensor, and the values are monitored through the LCD display. The DO level of different water is tested with the use of sensors. By doing this project, the operation cost of the shrimp farms can be greatly reduced by automating the aerator based on the dissolved oxygen content in the water. Farmer usually turn on the aerator 24 hours a day, which increases the operation cost. So by doing this project, we can reduce the cost since we are automating the aerator. By proper feeding of the shrimps, depending on the growth rate of the shrimps, the weight of the shrimps get increased and the unwanted gases like ammonia and nitrogen will come in the pond due to the leak of the excess food can also be reduced. So with the use of delay time, the feeder will automatically on and off based on the given time. This will save the feed and also the power consumption.